Rolling.
We are rolling.
What up, everybody?
Hello and welcome everybody to In the Guard. First thing you might notice is
New studio. Who this?
Yeah, new studio. Who this? Actually, we are shooting on location, right in the Casa de Jody.
King Jody.
King Jody. While our studio is getting rebuilt, right, renovated back home. We will be back soon, but again, taking the show on the road. We got content, we got fights to talk about, so we got to find a way to make it happen.
Jody promised to play the guitar, and then we got Dude, special host.
Dude sitting right there. We got whiskey, we got microphones, we got enough to have a hell of a podcast, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, so we're
fun card to talk about.
Yeah, fun card. First card of the year for the UFC. UFC Vegas 46.
Yep.
46.
Vegas 46.
Giga versus Kattar, right? That's what we'll call it because that's what the show is all about, right? They
quick surprises of the card. Collier choking Sherman.
Oh yeah, yeah. If there was any way, all right, and I don't think Royval getting that decision.
Yeah,
I was for it. We'll talk more about we break that fight down. That's MFL approved, but those are definitely shocks for sure. But we'll start with the main event, right? Kattar versus Giga. You know, Calvin Kattar has not been in the cage for over a year, or just about a year.
Over a year after a big beatdown.
After a crazy beatdown, where we're kind of wondering what is he? Is he that next level guy? Is he topped off? And he comes out, shows out like one of the hottest prospects in that featherweight division, the Giga Chikadze. Right, one of those awesome Georgians that just come over, taking over everything. It used to be the OV, now it's ZE. If you see ZE by name, watch out.
Yeah, the V's and the Z's and the E's.
But Calvin Kattar stopped the hype train.
Yeah, first round was pretty competitive. But after that was it. That was all she wrote. I think Giga got pretty tired after the grappling. He was on his back foot a lot.
When he missed that high kick and he fell, he slipped and went down. Kattar did not waste a second, dove right in, grabbed the waist lock, took him down to the ground, and just sat on him. Like, I'm going to wear this guy out.
And you could see the big discrepancy in the ground game.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I didn't even know Kattar did high school wrestling.
Yeah, but we kind of talked about his grappling. It was something to be desired. He had top control, right? He's bigger, stronger. And I think overall his goal in that whole exchange was just to keep Giga down, make him have to work. You can't kick me in the liver when you're laying on your back, shit like that.
Yeah.
And we'll try to piece him up late in rounds, and that's kind of what he did the rest of the fucking day. Because, man, Giga was getting lit up. His combos weren't looking as sharp. His numbers were going down from 4s and 5s to 1s and 2s. And Kattar with that elbow.
He had a lot of elbows.
He had that big spinning elbow that kind of changed the tide of the fight completely. Don't do that no more. They will change the whole tide of the fight. But those elbow jabs he was throwing, how's he the sneaking?
The step in elbows. Man. He did them 12 to 6 style, but he also did them in horizontal.
He just fucked up. Giga's face was fucked up after his fight. It looks like the meat department.
Yeah.
But this,
Beetlejuice.
So Giga needs to go calm down. Stop calling out champions.
Stop trying to do this Matrix persona.
Or stop saying that he's the best striker in the UFC featherweight division because he just got fucking pieced up by Calvin Kattar, who's a boxing heavy guy and you're some world kickboxer. But I think a fun fight, we throw him back in there against Yair.
Giga and Yair,
right.
Yeah.
And Kattar's just outside that title picture, so if it's not a title shot, it could be
a rematch
Ortega.
with Zabit or Ortega.
I think Ortega. I mean, Zabit.
What's Zabit doing?
Fighter, dude.
Where is he?
ranked.
What's he doing?
He's retired. He's fat now.
Yeah. Or Josh Emmett Kattar.
That'd be another one too. I mean, that's kind of punishing Kattar, right?
But I think Ortega may be the move to make.
Yeah, give him Kattar and Ortega. Both guys are definitely top 10 in the division, though.
Yeah.
What's the co-main? This card had a lot of casualties. Uncle COVID came through a few times. We had last-second cancellations.
Jake Holly.
So sometimes, it's like it's a blessing in disguise, right? Because that's how you get Jake Collier versus Shea Sherman for co-main.
One of 2 Cuba, Missouri fighters on the card.
And to hear Bruce Buffer say, this is the co-main event of the evening, and try to convince us to be excited. That was the best.
If a former middleweight, and then you have a can crusher and Chase Sherman, who hasn't done anything off this PED suspension.
They could have had Royval and Bontorno in this position. We can break that down. This is as low level.
I thought you were going to say Royval and Bontorno versus Sherman.
No. Tag team match? Speed versus power?
1-on-2.
But this fight definitely had a shock ending. I will say that. I mean, we kind of talked about it when we broke it down. It's either going to be Jake Collier late, his volume, his pace, whatever. First pace.
Yeah, I thought Jake Collier was going to win a decision.
Or you had Chase Sherman, let me win this early and try to catch this guy. We got a fucking takedown into a
full
choke.
Mount, ground and pound into a rear naked choke. I think the odds were plus 1,200 on Collier by submission.
That seems like it was.
But who?
He
That's a
fucking
sprinkle.
Teabagging Chase Sherman, like his big, he's got some stank down there.
He's got to.
It's got to be like he can't get that.
All that weight couldn't have went to just his belly.
Man. So like
in his
he had
balls.
that just fucking resting on Sherman's chest. He was trying to bridge out, and he put his feet up against the cage, and he pushed, and there was like
Well,
no
it's like
action.
you were saying. It's like neither one of them know what to do. It's just like Sherman was doing enough to put Collier into mount. It's like he just found himself in mount.
This was bad, but yeah, I mean,
Hey, Collier he could potentially be on a 3-fight win streak. He got robbed against Philippe, I think.
doesn't matter.
He's 3 at heavyweight when he should be at middleweight. So who does he fight next?
205.
Well, hey,
at least 205.
has he fought Parker Porter yet? Because Parker Porter beat Sherman. I think we need a
There we go.
We need
the
PP and a JC
Shermanation
match.
Well, yeah.
But-
who's
I mean,
kinda
no,
low
we're
on
not
that?
going to find their
No,
opponent
no.
on these lists.
No.
There's no way.
No, we
No.
don't give him anybody in the top.
Sherman's probably in the scrap heap.
Yeah, I would give Sherman Walt Harris so Walt Harris can get a win.
All
I
right,
thought he had a fight, Walt Harris.
He
go to
probably
this.
does. I don't know.
split decision here.
Interesting one. We had Brandon Royval versus Rodrigo Bontorno. Flyweight, right? Flyweight.
It was a flyweight fight, yeah. Bontorno cutting down from bantamweight.
Brandon Royval was Brandon Royval, right? Crazy movement, high
Yeah.
pace. Never a boring fight. It's one of the reasons both of us liked it as a GPP fight, and for DraftKings for the activity, which we'll kind of talk about later. But man, Royval does some weird shit that puts himself in some bad positions.
Yeah, well, the interesting thing is, like we're talking about the DraftKings, is when you look at the fight, Bontorno has a lot more control time, and they give him that because he's on top. But there's
Right.
a lot of moments where Royval is controlling him in mission.
Yeah, going
mission
into
guard.
mission
That is
control,
control.
and he had some close go-go plata, some
Yeah.
omoplata. He was working that pretty well too from the bottom, and the strikes weren't close. These numbers are nowhere near what we saw yesterday.
Well, it's one of those things. I think Royval was always doing something. Bontorno would take him down and do nothing, but Bontorno hit with some big significant strikes. But
And this is the way I want fights always to be called.
Yeah.
Just because you're in a top position, they overvalue that so much. Like if you're just laying on top, it's easier to keep somebody down if you're not going to do any offense than if you actually had to try to move around and attack and transition. But if you just want to hold a pin on somebody, it's not that hard.
you got to be throwing elbows or something.
Yeah, or
Well, Bontorno just held that body lock in top
Yeah.
position for a good minute.
exactly. It's laid on top of him, and but Royval would get out. He didn't vert.
Yeah.
He did some Grampy
He was
rolls.
taking no damage.
Man, he was delivering damage too. Bontorno had the cuts.
Yeah.
So again, in the end, ended up being a split decision. Went the way I thought the fight went. Brandon Royval gets it done. I could see why Bontorno thought he would. It's just when they went to decision, we were sitting down watching on the couch. I told Tony, I was like, it depends who's sitting in that chair. That's who's gonna win this fight. Because depending what this person likes or that person likes, it's that damn close.
Well, good thing we had Chris Lee.
Yeah, we had Chris Lee, the deciding vote, Mr. Pink
Well,
Lemonade himself.
If I would have just switched Royval and Collier, I'd have had a $1,500 GPP win last night.
Man,
I had a
man,
6
man.
for 6.
But fun fight. Royval apologizes for not finishing it.
He's so hard on himself.
Yeah, he wants to put on entertaining fights.
I think he's got a lot of
He's up-
potential.
He's up there in the title picture.
Yeah.
I mean, over there. I know who they have. Pantoja fighting.
Pantoja.
Askarov? Who's
No,
Askarov
Askarov's
fighting?
fighting Cara France.
Oh, Cara France.
Pantoja's hurt.
He was supposed to have a championship.
Pantoja's already beat
You're
Royval,
right.
right?
Because I was going to say him and Cara France. I didn't know he was headed to fight already.
Who? He's already
Yeah.
beat Cara France.
I know, but
so,
Cara
yeah.
France is coming up too. They're both kind of
There's not enough depth in that division.
Yeah, that's true. It really is.
Do we have to talk about this one?
Hey, this is one of my whiskey and wagers picks, right? Put it down. I
Yeah.
put Chikagian by decision, which Chase Sherman was one of my losses. We'll talk about
Yeah.
that when we go over whiskey and wagers. But yeah, Chikagian does what Chikagian did. And it's funny, she's so much better than the rest of that division, but Valentina is so much better than her.
She destroyed her.
It's insane because like when she fights anybody else, nobody could touch her in that division. They don't even come close. And then when she went up to Valentina's like, "What are you doing here? Let me crucifix you."
Well, interesting thing about this is one, this fight's a rematch. Chikagian's already beat Maya once, but when you talk about performances against Bullet, Maya did better than Chikagian did
And going
against Bullet.
back, Maya's performance here was very similar to what happened to her against Valentina. Until Valentina didn't finish it, no, right? So people gave her that credit just because Valentina didn't just mop the floor with her.
But Maya was able to take Valentina down a few times, right?
I don't think so.
No, if I recall correctly. I remember there being. I was surprised by a couple rounds of that.
Yeah, there'd be
fight.
some grappling occasions, but she didn't come close to winning any rounds. Where Chookagian kind of did the same thing to her. She's a volume striker. She had some good fucking. She had some big fucking shots coming in through there though.
Chikagian hit her with some shit. Yeah, I thought she was going to go
shocker.
down.
Usually you have pillow fist. Got some takedowns, right? Showing that Danaher death squat training.
Maya's got that jaw structure in her favor.
Yeah.
If it might have been a few of those other women, she might have knocked
Jennifer
them out.
Midas don't do shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's her biggest thing. She just is there.
Yeah.
Like she's supposed to be this grappler, but she don't shoot. She don't try to do takedowns. She's a heavy boxer. Like she don't throw no fucking kicks. That's another reason why she getting fucked up by Chukagian. So I don't know what a future is for her. I mean, Chukagian, she's like door, a gatekeeper, right?
She's always going to be there. But I mean, the thing with Caitlin is like, when's the time she's going to leave? She's been talking about wanting to start a family with her husband.
Yeah.
Is she waiting for a big loss? She had that against Andrade, but she's
just racking up checks.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
I mean, she's getting wins.
She's not taking any damage, really.
She only lost to Andrade. That's it. Andrade and Valentina.
Yeah.
That's all I can remember. So she's getting that win bonus every fucking week. Every fight she goes out there. So, I mean, she just probably rack them up while her contract is there. And then who knows after that. But, yeah, Maya, I'm not really excited to see her fight anybody. Honestly.
She'll be there to introduce people to the top 10.
Slava Claus versus Harry Bush. They've said it up here. Look, this is UFC.com. They put it in his name there, but they won't say it in the broadcast.
Fucking ESPN, man.
God damn it.
The Disney shit.
Fucking Mickey Mouse, that motherfucker.
His balls don't hang low.
We're going to call him Slava Claus. I'm not going to try to say that fucking name right now. UFC debut, right? Had a big knockout in his contender series. Very, very highly decorated striker, but he's been working with Alpha Male for his grappling to kind of keep him up.
Well, I was concerned the first few minutes of this fight.
Well, yeah, I mean, Bush comes in here. He's not just some fucking can, right? He's an LFA former champion. He's got a good wrestling background. He had a decent performance.
James Krause's protege.
Yeah, versus
pupil.
and he had a great debut against what's his name, Austin Hubbard, where he short notice showed up. Was in the fight all the way through. So he's not some pushover. So he comes out and he's a good wrestler. And he implements that pretty early.
Yeah, but that's about it.
Yeah, I mean,
he eats a big ass body
he gets
shot.
that.
Down he goes. You can hear it through the apex.
And the best part of it is Slava Claus's dance, right?
Yeah.
He gets down there. He does the whole fucking Cossack dance, side to side. That's what I was most excited for when he got that knockout. I was like, man, I just want to see this fucking dance.
I just love his name, Slava Claus.
Slava Claus, yeah, that's better than whatever it really is.
It's one of the best ones.
Looks like he's 7.
But yeah, I'm excited to see Borshev. How are him and Patty? I told you that.
I hope fuck Patty up.
Patty the baddie and the Slava Claus.
Yeah, I mean, because Patty gets hit. Like Patty gets hit all the time. He almost got knocked out by Benjamini. He's getting rocked.
Yeah.
If fucking Vlashisov hits him, he's.
But Patty's talking all this shit though. I want to see,
because Patty's trying to get that fucking paycheck padded.
Padded
paycheck.
Well, we called this one.
We had an upset, I guess, that we both saw coming. This line was just off. This was just wrong.
And the fight went like we expected. Brito would come out, probably wear himself out in one round,
real,
and then
real wild. Like he's got power, he can sub you, but he is so out of control. Like he doesn't conserve energy well. He throws looping ass, crazy ass strikes. Yeah. But he is dangerous. I mean, you have Bill Algeo is a tough debut fight for anybody. Yeah, he's not going to get knocked out of there. He's going to be in your face. He's going to grab you, and that's what he fucking did. He's
very well-rounded.
He just wrapped himself around fucking Brito and didn't let him do shit. Wrapped him like a fucking Brito.
So this is 0-1 for the 0-1 for the contender series.
Yeah, I mean I wouldn't totally say 100% fade those people, but really be cautious of who they're going against.
But I think they're putting a lot of stock in these guys. They're giving them tough fights.
That's what I'm saying.
As soon as they come in, next card's the same thing. There's a lot of tough fights for those guys.
Yeah, sometimes you see some that a lot of the ones on the next card though are also guys that stepped up.
Yeah.
But a guy like Bill Algeo, who's a well-rounded pro, going against one of these contender series guys, I'm gonna take Algeo every time. Or it's like Alex Caceres.
Yeah.
You watch who out. There's some good. If there's a good veteran that they're going against, I fade him almost every single time.
Yeah.
Except for when I guess we wouldn't call Pickett a good veteran, so fuck it.
Yeah. Well, this guy you say was looking for a fight thing. I thought he was on the contender series.
Algeo called out. Who did he call out? Giga.
Well, I think he was. I don't know if he technically called Giga out. I think he was more of in Cater's corner. He's like, if there's any Giga fans, go home. And then what did he say? He went on like some kind of political thing.
Yeah,
too.
I thought he challenged Giga.
I thought he was just kind of like Tony said, kind of like Cater's going to win this fight.
Yeah, he's like, if you any Giga fans, go home now. He's about to get lit up tonight.
He was right.
Yeah, he was.
Fucking Mystic Algeo.
Yeah.
I mean, Brito will get another shot for sure. I'm guessing. Algeo, the guy, he's going to be around. Like he's like a good Sam Alvey.
Yeah, he's better than Sam Alvey. Oh, he's a good Sam Alvey. Yeah.
Another
who's got a fight by the way?
Main event.
But the Captain Ugly or Ugly Man Joe?
Ugly Man Joseph Holmes come out looking pretty good.
I thought he was going to win.
I thought he was going to win too.
Jamie Pickett, the Night Wolf. Like what the fuck?
Well, towards the end, it's like he looks like he's just straight killer.
But I got this
his mouth.
But I got this wolf tattoo though, so I gotta make it work. Fucking night wolf. It sounds like.
He sounds like one of the nicest guys in the world.
It sounds like a fucking a random name they gave a serial killer on Law and Order SVU and some shit like that. Like, oh, we're looking for the Night Wolf. Like that's what it fucking sounds like. It doesn't sound like a fucking world champion. So change that. Joseph Holmes was a short notice fighter off the Contender Series. Didn't get signed up to Contender Series, right? Something like Dana was like fucking with him and went to his fight for Dana White's looking for a fight or whatever it may be, that show, and that's how he ended up getting in here versus Pickett, who's just a guy. Like Jamie Pickett is just a dude that's there, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't wrestle particularly well.
2 wins in a row.
I mean, he's a pro.
Yeah.
He's a pro for sure. But I mean, this guy. Basically the story of this fight was Holmes just getting tired.
Yeah, his gas.
He looks so fucking
allowed
wasted
Pickett
after
to
that first
stay in
round. And then, but if you look at these numbers, it looks like
Pickett's chin. Pickett can take some shots.
he does have a fucking chin. He does have a chin. He proved that against fucking Tafon Nchukwi in that fight for sure. But again, is he middleweight? Is he light heavy? I don't see him really making noise in either one of those divisions.
No. Well, and not. I mean, he says he's getting better. He just hasn't shown it, but we'll see.
That's a big jump for anybody who wants to fight. Fucking
it's another shock of the night, though.
It wasn't that shocking because of the way it went down. Is the way you think it would go down.
Yeah.
I think it's just time to, cut bait with Rami.
The crazy thing about this is, you look back though. Court McGee did that to Brahimaj, and he could have done that to Condit, and he chose not to.
Right. No, I mean,
like this 37-year-old should have quite the winning streak right now.
It wasn't just the grapple fuck. He was hitting him hard too.
Yeah,
he
almost knocked him out in the first round.
I mean, Brahimaj comes with this crazy fucking grappling pedigree, world champion. Fucking gets pieced up by fucking Max Payne and fucking gets his ear ripped off his first fight. Comes out his next one, does what he's supposed to do, but it's a guy, Sasha Paletnikov, who probably shouldn't fucking be in the UFC. And then he comes up. This is Mr. UFC, right? Court McGee's one of those bedrocks. Those guys that are always there. They know what they're doing. They're gonna make weight. They're gonna put on a performance that they can. And then they get out there, and he got fucking owned.
Same with those tough enough the Ultimate Fighter vets. Court McGee's been.
That's what I'm saying. He's one of those. He's like the generation after that. And fucking Ramiz just fucking.
Yeah, Brahimaj, you're done. I'm not saying bad things about Court McGee, but if you don't beat Court McGee,
I mean, go find Sasha Paletnikov wherever he's fighting right now.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Well, this is a pretty fun one from the start. You get Kevin Croom. God, he's such like Kirkland Covington. He even fights like him.
I mean,
he's high volume, just pepper out shots.
This looks like a billboard for the next episode of Cops right here. Right? Yeah, boom, Brian Kelleher. Good solid pro, right? Just a little bit of everything.
Best rapper in the UFC.
Best rapper in the UFC. For sure. He's got bars. Go to his Twitter page. Versus Kevin Crash Croom. What was his nickname before? It definitely wasn't Crash. They changed it. It was like the
Hillbilly something. Yeah.
Hillbilly something.
Yeah.
Croom is a fucking hillbilly, dude. He gets in your fucking face. He's like in a bar fight.
Look at him.
He was losing. Fucking Boomhauer.
Dude,
fucking Boomhauer.
Hillbilly.
That's what That's very
King of the what is it, the quarter machine tattoo, right?
Yeah. He fucking. Get out of Central Cast.
He's going to those Halloween special deals, $13 on 13th.
Matching leprechaun tattoos. Boom was in control most of this fight, though. I mean, Croom was. Hey, shout out to Croom. There's another one we'll talk about in the next fight. Yeah. These guys came on short notice last night, put on fights, made Kelleher earn it, but he definitely was control the whole time.
I'd say he won the first round, then Kelleher took over rounds 2 and 3.
Once Kelleher, instilled the wrestling, it was over. Even though, Croom caught him a couple times, hit an ugly cut on his eye that was bleeding onto it. But once he went to the wrestling, Croom was kind of fucking lost, and Kelleher moves on. It also makes me know that fucking Sugar will fuck Kelleher up.
Yeah, but he keeps standing for sure.
I mean, I don't think he's going to get inside him, but we'll save that Sugar talk for another day. Opener of the night, right? First fight of 2022, T.J. Brown versus Charles Rosa.
Catch weight, 155.
Again, another
Rosa
last second
late
step in. Rosa's always down for a fight, but kind of accepts bottom position too much. Yeah. Trying to hunt. He almost cut that fucking. Wait,
he's fun to watch.
We didn't even talk about fucking that Bontorno non-tag.
Non-tap? Oh, yeah. It looked like he tapped.
Yeah, it looked like he fucking tapped, by the way.
It's close.
Well, what's a tap? Is it one tap? Or I feel like it's got to be more than one.
I feel like he tapped, but at that same time, like the pressure slid or something like that. Like, oh wait, I don't have to tap no more because he slipped out of position.
He started the tap.
But when it was like there, I'm gonna tap, and then it slipped out of position or something. Like that. That's what that was.
Right. Is that necessarily not the defense to that arm bar? You're not gonna throw your hand right there.
This is not any defense anybody's gonna teach you. Don't tap the guy's arm. That's the worst defense for submission is to tap anything.
That was pretty deep.
Yeah, that was pretty fucking deep for sure on that arm bar. But Rosa almost pulled a couple of those off here too, but Brown was flicked to it. This should be just called James Krause night, right?
Yeah.
Like he was at cage side almost like 70% of the cage.
Rosa king of the arm triangle escape, so I don't think you can arm triangle that guy.
No, you can't. He goes right to call, answering the phone right away.
Yeah, he answers the phone, throws his elbow to the mat.
But yeah, TJ Brown, good performance for him. Beating the guy. It's hard when it's such short notice still.
Yeah.
TJ
seems to mix things in well, but I don't know. I feel like he's at his ceiling, maybe. I don't know.
Keeps working with Krause, though. He's young. Keeps working with Krause. Krause is the best coach in the UFC, I think. Like, he just needs that champion. He just doesn't have that one champion. But if you look at
him and Whitman, I think. Whitman's...
Well, if you look for... Like, Whitman has the big three.
Champions, right?
And Usman came to him.
Yeah.
Like, Usman was already a champion when he came to him. Rose had always been a champion before, right? Before she went to him.
Yeah, he's got Gaethje.
So, like, he's like Phil Jackson.
Yeah.
he you give him fucking some talent, he can mold it to work together. Yeah. But a guy like James Krause, like, he just takes anybody and they get better. You see the improvement in the cage every time they come in, for sure.
Yeah, he's like the bad news bears. He makes them.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's exactly what he's like. These guys are a bunch of fucking dudes that look like they were what the bad news bears were when they grew up.
Yeah.
TJ Brown gets the win, but he's still, what's this 145 naturally?
Yeah, but they fought at 155 though.
Yeah, for the catchweight. I mean, he's got a long way to go. We just saw the high level of 145 in that main event. If he wants to head anywhere near that, he's got a lot of work to do.
Well, so where does that put our whiskey and wagers for
UFC
Vegas 45?
Yeah. It wasn't the best night of my life. I wasn't thinking about retiring or anything like that. But Tony did a little bit better on DraftKings than I did, right? Because of course I needed Giga, and Giga fucking shit the best.
Yeah, like I said, if I would have switched Royval with Collier, I would have had a 15. I would have took first and had 1,500. But I ended up getting 50th or something, and I got $30.
I would have been part of a massive chop if Giga
$30 off $1. So that's pretty good. 30 times my money, so I can't complain.
The whiskey and wagers I laid down, and I kind of put you guys on that page that I released on Friday about my official bets. I had Chukai game by decision, came through. I had Royval, came through. And I had Chase Sherman by KO. That did not come through for sure. And I'm trying to remember. Bill Aljo. And I had Bill Aljo on that one too for sure. So 3 out of 4 for those. So that went well. Again, DraftKings, I took a little bit of a loss. Nothing too crazy, but Giga Chikadze really fucked me over. I had a few chances to kind of be part of those big chops if Giga would have won, but he got fucking pieced up for 5 rounds, so I had to take a little bit of an L on those. Luckily for football. That's all I got to say. Good luck for football. But moving forward, we got the real deal coming, right? It's fucking the champ versus champ.
A lot
right. What are we at for picks for the year?
Tony won. Yeah, Tony won the week.
Tony's ahead.
But not by much. What, one fight? Two fights.
Again, 2 fights. I'm not shocked I lost. I had neither confidence in either one of them. So,
man.
Also, it looks like Mike might have gotten a fight here. I feel like I see a black eye.
Oh, yeah.
Mike's trying some new things.
Yeah, man.
He's getting ready for Brock, y'all.
Yeah, getting Brock. Hey, that's a fact. I've been throwing more strikes lately, doing more kickboxing, Muay Thai,
Mike's taking 3 MMA classes. He's ready to go.
So I don't just talk shit, everybody. At least I get punched in the face. Maybe it's not in the UFC level, but I'm not afraid to go mix shit up and come to work with a shiner. That's what I do. So again, I talk shit, but I back it up.
Brock Lesnar, where you at?
Let's go, Brock.
Here we go.
I guarantee I'll knock you out.
Or Jake Collier.
Tell me where you want it. Or
Chase Sherman.
Or Jake Paul.
I think you need a warm-up Chase Sherman fight.
Yeah.
I'll fuck Chase Sherman up. I will fuck Chase Sherman up. Harry Huntsucker.
If you take him down, you probably would.
Yeah.
He had no ground game. He had no ground game.
Yeah.
I was going to say, we're going to see some heavyweights do some
these
jiu-jitsu.
are some guys I might think twice about if I wanted to fight.
That.
I mean, the check's right, I'll go do it. But the 2 biggest, baddest men on the planet, right? Former teammates, Francis Ngannou, Cyril Gane for the baddest man on the planet.
Jody, who you going with? I think we know who Jody's going to pick.
I'm
if he
going
stays consistent. Yeah.
I will say.
Aim small, miss small.
He likes that equalizer. Jody does.
I do. It might be a really boring fight, though.
I think it could be.
I think it's going to be Gane's going to be outside the same way he was with Lewis, but I think Ngannou's a better fighter than Lewis. So, and that last fight he had, he was doing a lot of kicking, a lot of more well-rounded shit. So, I think my money's on. I mean, I think the safe bet is probably Gane.
Well, here's the
I feel
thing.
like Francis is
Gane
my
can
boy.
get this to the ground and tap him out.
Yeah.
That's one thing Francis does not have. Gane can get him to the ground.
Yeah,
He's got
that's
heel hooks. He's got submissions. These motherfuckers know each other. They've sparred many times. So that might be the difference. Like, Cyril Gane might like, I'm not going to sit there.
Well, and all this talk too about Francis Ngannou just talking about his contract, and I'm not fighting for 500,000 after this anymore. Like, do you think you're gonna lose?
Well, I think that's all bullshit anyway.
You know what's going on?
Francis has two choices, right? If he wins, guess what? You have to stay because there's a clause in every championship fight that if you win the title. If you lose, your stock is plummeting to way, way down. So you're in no point of negotiation right now. So what I think, Mr. Tinfoil Hat, Dana's like, hey, let's stir this shit up about your contract. Get people talking about you. Let's make this shit happen. And that's the good way to sell the fucking fight.
Yeah, it's true. And then you got the sparring footage.
And Ngannou already said that whole little interaction in the back when he's walking past,
right?
He said that was staged. He goes, they put them there knowing I was going to walk through, and they wanted to see that happen.
For sure.
So again, there's a little WWE in this shit. They really fight, but the before, in between shit, a lot of stuff, they gas it up a little bit. I think Cyril Gane just has way more weapons here, and he wins the fight.
Yeah, he's too.
You think he submits him?
I honestly would probably lean Cyril Gane versus decision if I was going to say a way of victory. And I think he's going to dance on the outside, piece him up, take him down, control him a little bit, and just ride out probably like a 48-40.
Well, then that would you have great value on the over 2.5 then right now. Minus 105.
Yeah, I definitely would lay the over.
What are the odds right now as far?
Right now they're thinking under 2.5, minus 125. That doesn't go the distance.
So I probably would bet Gane and then put that on there too.
I mean,
Ngannou's
Gane's got to be on it for 25 minutes. I mean, we know Ngannou's going to throw. He's not going to be like Derek Lewis and be tentative.
But he has beaten Derek Lewis.
Who do you want to win? Who do you want to win?
Cyril Gane.
Really? No I want Ngannou to win. I just don't think he's going to do it.
I think Cyril Gane's the greatest fighter of all time waiting to happen. He's already 10-0. He's a fucking heavyweight that gets him a fucking extra point. He can bounce and move no heavyweight has.
I love watching Ngannou knock people's heads off. It's like rock'em sock'em robots.
And he can still do that. You fucking have him and Lewis go again. He can fight all those other guys.
Yeah. I feel like Cyril Gane is Anthony Joshua, like a great fighter, looks like he's the best in the world, and then just something comes along and fucks him up. That's Ngannou.
We're gonna learn that today. I'd like to see what happened with him and like a guy like Curtis Blades. That would be a different challenge for fucking Cyril Gane, because Curtis Blades is a fucking will maul you. So
it's just crazy how heavyweight MMA works out sometimes. Because you look at somebody like Derek Lewis who has no grip, knocks fucking Curtis Blades into the shadow realm.
He timed it perfectly. That's the same thing with that. But so I think Cyril Gane gets one. Again, I think he fights John Jones and they start calling him the GOAT.
I think Cyril Gane wins, but I want Ngannou to win. Unfortunately, I don't think there's going to probably be any value on a Ngannou knockout in the sports book. But
no, there's no value on
God, I want to see him knock him the fuck out.
I don't think there's that much value in the guy.
Well, I think the co-main
maybe Gane by
actually
decision
be the fight of the night.
Oh, most likely. These guys don't have boring fights, right?
I think the fight of the night is the one below that.
Could be.
That's another.
That's a fun one.
That's what you like to see on a pay-per-view card, though,
yeah.
Right? I think this fight. But the trilogy, because we kind of talk about flyweight, really doesn't have that much depth.
I think this is the end of Deiveson Figueiredo at flyweight.
I think it might be the end of Brandon Moreno in general.
What?
He looked
this
great.
Is two contrasting opinions.
No, I mean he looked great that last fight, no question, right? He won. I still think Deiveson Figueiredo is a better fighter. He's bigger, he's stronger. I think he won the first fight if he didn't have that fucking nut shot. And I think he didn't get a hold of.
He won the first fight, no doubt.
No, there's no question. The second he subbed, he got subbed.
Yeah, so the second one he got beat.
But I do believe he said his weight cut was bad and all this shit. And I do believe that with that guy because he does, cut a lot of fucking weight and all this shit.
But he's got to do the same thing this time.
But he's had a lot of time to fucking between fights.
That's true.
There's been a long break. What was this, back in April, the last one? Something like that. So almost a full year.
Yeah.
7 months ago. It was a lot of time to rest, recover. When they fought first, there was like 3 fights. They both had 3 fights within like 3 months.
Yeah.
And when you're cutting that much weight, that's going to affect you a lot more.
A year and 1 month from the first fight, a year and 5 months, and a year and 10.
Because when he beat Perez, and then they fought really the next month, and then that next fight was 3 months after that or something like that, right?
Right. The Perez was just a month prior,
and then
4 before that when Benavidez.
And after he fought Perez, when was the first fight? How soon was it? Like a week after, wasn't it?
Well, there's a lot they were fighting there real quick because what was it?
A month. Yeah, it was
Fight Island shit.
Yeah. Well, it was because remember they had Deiveson Figueiredo had back to back. He won on the card, and that's when Moreno beat Royval.
Yeah.
And it was the same. They're both in the same card. The next month they're in the card again.
I think Moreno gets the better of a decision this time. He doesn't fit. There's no finish, but
I think
he gets it later rounds.
I think Davey's gonna fucking get a hold of him and sub him.
I think Moreno wins and Deiveson goes to bantam.
All right, and then Tony's got high hopes for the Topuria
and Jourdain. This is gonna be a fun one.
I'm kind of bummed this is the last second type fight though.
Yeah,
I like to see both these guys with a camp.
Jourdain's stepping up, right?
Right, Carlos Jourdain stepped up. Who was he supposed to fight?
I can't remember.
Movsar Evelev.
Movsar Evelev,
who
yes.
likes to back out of tough
That would have
fights.
been a good fight, though.
Evelev likes to back out of tough fights. He did it back. He ducked my boy Landwehr the whole time.
Who knocked out Evelev? Giles? Trevin Giles?
No, he knocked somebody else out. Evelev's the smaller guy. Giles is bigger. Giles is fighting.
No, not Trevin Giles, but Trevin Jones. Trevin Jones
yeah.
knocked out Evelev in the second round, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
No, Evelev's undefeated, isn't he?
I don't think so. I think
Movsar Evelev? I think he's undefeated.
I think Trevin Jones knocked him out.
I think that was his last fight, Duadu. Am I missing one of his fight?
Let's see.
Here I got.
Pull it up.
No, I'm thinking of Timur Valiev.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, he knocked out Timur Valiev, Trevin Jones.
Right.
So yeah, Evelev's undefeated.
Evelev's undefeated, but he ducks tough fights. So Charles Jourdain, one of my prospects I think one day could be a champion. Stepped up to the plate. I kind of think this was a fool's errand, though.
Yeah, Topuria is a monster.
He's
man.
good everywhere.
He's
one
a
thing I will
favorite.
say that how much is the favorite?
He's a minus 530.
I would take Jourdain at minus 390, plus 390. I'm sorry. Topuria gets hit. Remember the first time we broke down the Topuria fight? All his fights, he got hit.
I don't see Jourdain being able to have enough power to stop him, though.
Oh, I think he can.
I think Topuria is going to get him down, and
he might Sparta kick him and put him to fucking sleep.
Maybe.
Like he is hittable, and at plus 390, I'm laying something on that.
Yeah,
I'm laying something on that. Topuria, deserves to be the favorite. He's good all around, great prospect, undefeated, but Jourdain's the type of guy that can hit him and put a pop into him and maybe take away that zero. I would lean, if I'm going head-to-head picks, I probably would say Topuria right now if I was making my pick today. But if I'm laying a bet, I think a Jourdain plus 390 is a nice fucking bet to lay.
Yeah, it's worth a sprinkle.
Because he can.
It's worth a sprinkle. I think Topuria's going to beat him, though.
Again, if I'm doing head-to-head picks.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep rolling here.
The black belt hunter versus Wellington Turdman.
Does Turdman do the Anthony Hernandez?
No. This guy had a split decision with Sam Alvey.
Man.
A split decision with Sam Alvey.
Holdofo should get this to the ground. He should sub
Holdofo is
in.
the biggest fucking, what is he, middleweight of all time?
He's jacked.
He fucking
He's like
walks
Paulo
into the-
Costa jack.
He walks, he's like just as big as Costa, if not fucking bigger.
And Yoel Romero level.
Fucking world champion. They call him the black belt hunter for a reason. In jiu-jitsu, he just fucking hunted black belts. Guess what that means? He ripped their fucking legs and arms off, right? But laid a gigantic egg against Anthony Flippy Hernandez.
And Anthony's a purple belt.
Purple belt. But MMA is different than fucking
Yeah.
jiu-jitsu, right? He did come back and beat the shit out of his next opponent. Who did he fucking just steamroll? Stoltz.
Stoltzfus. Who's a smaller guy?
Stoltzfus, but you picked Stoltzfus today.
I know. I'm going to pick Turdman, too.
Oh, that is a bold fucking pick, dude. I would never pick.
I got 2 fights to give up as of right now.
Remember, we're doing more punishments.
We got all year.
I have an idea for the first punishment, by the way.
It's okay.
But I think Rodolfo Rivera gets us to the ground and chokes him out.
I mean, that's probably what's going to happen 9 times out of 10, but I might go with the 1 out of 10 and say Turdman wins.
Split decision with Sam Alvey.
Sam Alvey's one of my favorite fighters next to Davey Grant.
This should be a fun one, right? Saeed Nurmagomedov.
Well,
yes, you know that name, right?
Yes. Cody Stamen, the Spartan, likes to fight to decisions, and I don't think this style is going to match up well with Saeed Nurmagomedov.
Well, look, I mean, what I'm looking at, this is like basically Saeed's biggest fight he's had.
It is.
He's looked, he's got a loss up there for one. He's not, and just because he has that fucking name doesn't mean that he's Khabib.
But you're looking at Stamen, who when he wins decisions are usually split decisions. He loses decisions. Look at the reach advantage. You got a 5.5-inch reach advantage.
Well, plus, isn't Saeed more of a striker, too, than his cousin?
Yeah, he doesn't wrestle too much.
He does not wrestle too much, but Stamen can get in there and muddy the water with you. And that's where I think he could fucking win this fight. I think people see that name, Nurmagomedov. Yeah. He gets that fucking bye because, he's connected to Khabib. He's something special. Where Stamen has fought some tough dudes. Yeah, he hasn't beat them all, but he's been in there with the biggest and baddest.
I don't think Stamen's going to be able to wrestle him, and I think he's going to be too blocky and too loopy. And Nurmagomedov's going to.
I think Stamen gets this by decision.
Here comes another guy I like to bet on.
Yeah, you can take that.
I like Trevin Giles. He got knocked the fuck out last time, but
here's the thing. This is what fight Trevin Giles. The problem. His problem is his fight IQ.
Yeah.
Versus Michael Morales, who's making his debut
from the Contender Series.
From the Contender Series. He's going up in a weight class though too, isn't he?
Yeah. Was this happening at 180? No, this is happening at 170.
Oh, so Trevin Giles
is coming down. In his Instagram, he's been cutting weight. Is it like 185 right now? I don't know if he's fought 170 before.
That's a big thing coming down weight class. He's tired of those big dudes beating him up. Just because hit his ass, I get smaller.
Yeah.
I get smaller guys. But you have, again, these Contender Series. This is a tough fucking debut fight. But I will never, ever pick Trevin Giles for shit.
I'll pick him.
So I think Morales knocks him out just like Driscoll did.
Give me Trevin Giles. More UFC experience against the Contender Series guys.
Experience
plus
losing.
Money.
He has a lot of experience losing.
Give me that.
He knows how that feels.
He beat your boy Delize.
No, he didn't.
No, he did.
No, he didn't. I can go to fucking, MMADecisions.com and a lot of people agree with me. Next one here, another Contender Series. A
lot of people are wrong.
What does it say? The best don't rest on his chest?
Is that what it says?
Yeah, the best don't rest.
The best.
That said ever. The best never rest.
Whatever it may be. Versus Matt Steamroller Frivola, who finally woke up from T-Rex's fucking knockout victory. Frivola had such bad luck. Like, did he have 7 fights get canceled in 1 week or some shit like that?
And then all of that and knocked out by one punch?
Man, whatever happened to fucking Azatar?
I don't know.
What was in the bag?
We don't know.
Did he get kicked out of the UFC?
I think
they brought him back though. They brought him back.
You talking about Abu?
Yeah, he hasn't fought since.
The Fight Island controversy.
Yeah, who knows? But anyway, Frivola's supposed to fight. That's why I thought about him. But Frivola is a tough motherfucker. He'll stand in there and throw. But I think this is one of those situations where just that UFC vet's gonna fucking welcome this guy and say you're stepping up in your composition.
I'll go with Frivola.
Yeah, that's
right. Look at all that on Valdez. What?
People, these are like the MMA hipsters that are on Tapology, right? So they say, I know this guy all the way back from the Contender Series. I'm going to pick him. I watched him when he was in WXE4. Whatever the fuck they're going to make it up. So you can't look at Tapology.
Third straight Contender Series fighter, Oliveira.
This is a really tough
Tony Gravely.
debut fight for sure. Simon Oliveira, only one is Contender Series by decision too. You look at coming in, you can see it. Fucking almost plus 200 underdog, and I'm not even tempted to put that money down on him. I think fucking Gravely just bullies this guy as he comes up.
Gravely's very well rounded.
Yeah, man. But he has that heavy wrestling style that wears you down. I can see a ground and pound victory for him.
Well, along Gravely.
He's fighting out of Coconut Creek, 2 top team. He's getting the best coaching there is. So I think Gravely gets this done probably by a knockout.
Another Contender Series.
Yeah, but this one's an interesting one here.
Yeah,
Kay Hansen has she's the one that UFC.
She lost her last fight. Who to Beth or McKenna? Corey McKenna.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought she kind of won that fight though.
She debuted. She beat fucking Jinyu Frey. Had with that 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu black belt.
She's very young, 22 years old.
Working her way up versus Jasmine again, another one who wasn't that impressive on the Contender Series.
Yeah.
She got a contract. Danny was giving away a lot of fucking contracts this year.
Jasmine's just much bigger.
Yeah, I mean, and she's got a little bit more fight experience, I believe, too. She has what? Oh no, she doesn't.
We got 7-4 versus 6-1.
For some reason, she's ranked number 1 in women's U.S. Northeast, whatever that means.
But I mean, that's like regional.
Yeah,
whereas Kate's 33.
She's fucking Canadian anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's Canadian. What the fuck? She ranked in the U.S.
Number 1 in Canada.
She must be from Vancouver.
Yeah, that's a tough fight to call. I think I'm gonna have to watch some more tape on that one.
It's gonna be either it's gonna be a decision either side. I think. Honestly.
Oh, I'm on Honey here. This fight should happen, a month ago?
Yeah, a few weeks ago.
We've already talked about this one.
Yeah, Honey should fucking take this away. Yeah. Lemang stuff.
Honey Barcelos.
There's another one coming up we already talked about, too. And the Pereira Fio we talked about. No, we didn't talk about Fio, but
Pereira still wins.
I think Pereira gets the Fio taking a short notice. He was supposed to fight last week. For some reason, they moved it here. I think Michelle Pereira just fucking. He's been putting a lot of training videos out lately. You been watching this shit?
I haven't.
He trains in a fucking suit. That's why he cuts that weight. He's wearing the fucking
fucking
The
Tony
sweatsuit.
Ferguson style shit.
The giant motherfucker. But yeah, I think he just dominates fucking. He probably wins by knockout over this guy making his debut, Fijo. Demopoulos, we already talked about. This one, I'm kind of excited for. No, we talked. This was supposed to be last week. They moved it. The Jack Della Magdalena, I think his name is. He's a fucking hell of a fighter. He's an in-your-face brawler.
It looks like Jack Hermanson kind of.
Yeah, he muddies the water. He's, typical fucking Aussie. Just get in your face. Come on, let's fight, eh? And there was a point in his fight where, in the Contender Series, I remember he was in a deep, deep arm triangle. And he fucking muscled out of it from the bottom, got to the feet, and started beating the shit out of the guy.
Who was this? Was on the Contender Series?
Yeah, Jack Della whatever Magdalena against Ange Lucia. Ange had a crazy ass fucking arm triangle, got him deep as can, and he powered out of it and just came back and just beat the shit out of him. He is a tough dude. I see the minus 300. I really think he could be a problem at fucking welterweight. He's one of my prospects I want to watch.
That's good odds on his side. I don't know much about either one of them, so.
Yeah, Jack Della Magdalena. Watch the Contender Series fight. He's a fucking brawler.
Well, what's our lock of the night?
Ooh, that's I'm going fucking Rodolfo. No, I'm gonna go with fucking Alex Pereira.
Yeah,
Michael Pereira. Man, I'd like to say Honey Barcelos.
That's another one.
But just to keep it fun, because people don't really care about that shit, I'd probably say, God, dude, I don't know.
What's the new main
Let's
card?
pick. Let's see if we had to pick a lock of the night from one of the top three.
For the main card?
Yeah.
Let's look at the main card. We got to pick a look.
Just to keep. This is just for fun, y'all. Don't take this shit
there's
seriously.
only 3 fights. On
If I had to lock, I'd probably lock Honey if you really wanted to place a bet. But for fun, on the main card,
the first 5 fights, I'm going to do Rodolfo Vieira because I'm never going to have faith in fucking Wellington Turdman.
give me Cyril Gane. I'll lock him in. Jody ain't having it.
What a little bitch.
I was gonna say Topuria, but
that was I thought of too.
I'm gonna say Cyril Gane if I had to choose somebody from the main card. There's only 3 fights on the main card.
No, they're gonna move that shit around.
Yeah.
They're gonna move that shit around for sure.
Well, that's UFC 270 coming up next week, right?
Yeah, Saturday
in Anaheim.
For those who don't know, we're recording on the Sunday after the card. So
Anaheim,
these picks might change. We might have 3 or 4 of these fights canceled.
Man, I'm surprised California's letting shit like this go down.
Yeah,
all right, then.
I mean, all the sports teams have shit people in there.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the weekly
Super Bowl's
MMA BS.
What do we got for bullshit?
Yeah.
Masvidal versus Covington.
About time, right?
What is this, though? Winner's the best Trump supporter?
Yeah, no, Trump's favorite fighter.
Trump's favorite fighter.
Cody said it, or Kobe said it.
God.
I mean, it's going to be a fun one. Masvidal, obviously, high-level striker, exciting striker, fun fighter to watch. You have Kobe Covington, non-stop pace, muddy the waters, and the backstory, right? Former training partners. Not really, neither one of them are really quiet about private affairs, like to throw shit out there. Kobe making accusations about fucking Masvidal's wife. Masvidal saying Kobe didn't pay their coaches.
Well, didn't he also
like
say Masvidal, Joanna Jędrzejczyk was Masvidal's plaything?
Yeah, all kinds of shit. They're going back and forth. It's gonna be a fun one. I think Kobe wins this.
I think Kobe beats the brakes off of him.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean,
Street G just about to get baptized.
I mean. Kobe hasn't been really that heavy wrestling lately, though. So if it stays in the feet, Masvidal's always fucking dangerous standing there.
Yeah, but
and Kobe doesn't really have knockout power.
He doesn't need it. He'll wear him down, beat him up.
Yeah, it's gonna.
He'll probably get a TKO stoppage in 3, 4,
5,
5, somewhere around there. I think he'll finish Masvidal.
I think so too.
I think he does. Masvidal will break.
Kobe's not really a finisher.
I mean, Masvidal got rocked by Usman, right?
Yeah.
So, I think once you get beat knocked out that bad, it's a lot easier to get knocked out again.
But Kobe intentionally throws lighter shots. He just wants to land.
Well, I think Kobe just wears him out and finishes him. Like it's like a ground and pound stoppage or a choke or some shit like that. I don't think it goes the distance.
I want to see the fight. I can't wait for the fight. I'm excited for it. I think it's gonna be a fun.
Yeah,
fight.
I mean the hype around it and the tension, the suspension, the suspense.
They didn't put it for tough coaches. I think it's gonna be Aljon Yan.
That's better, in my opinion.
I think that's what it's gonna be, because they pushed that fight forward, and there's no reason why. And then he tried to say it was for the vaccine, and then Yan said that's bullshit. Then Aljon said he was piss on his face from the mount.
I mean, I think either would be good calls. Like I would tune in for those two, and I would tune in for
Yeah, the
Jan.
problem is Jan's gonna need an interpreter. Like it's not gonna be that type of shit.
Yeah,
These motherfuckers talk shit right to the face, you know.
All right, let's keep going
He
here.
does like to say bitch and fuck a lot though, Peter Yan.
Yeah.
You fuck bitch.
Apparently, Khamzat gets restrained by security at an MMA event.
Let's see.
I have not seen this, but
Bold
I think
security
it'll be
guard.
fun.
That's
to
bold
watch.
for $12.50 an hour.
He was able to restrain Khamzat.
Let's see what we got here.
He might have been drunk.
Khamzat trying to smash security.
Look at me. He's all
Standing
flexing.
there, watching the fight.
So he's just
Yes.
he's pissed, or he's,
that somebody, his guy lost.
His
Maybe?
guy lost or his bet lost.
what the hell's going
Wait,
on?
what's happened? That's why it's a little. But is there some sketchy
tries
finish to
go
it or
into
something?
the cage.
This is
And-
definitely not America.
No, and then
So with
security
those fucking
grabbed him.
vests they're wearing, that's definitely.
Oh, this is uneventful.
Yeah, this is,
Khamzat was cool about it. He just
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, this is
I thought Khamzat was they were
what to
gonna,
do about nothing. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if security did detain Khamzat's like, okay, whatever. He's not trying to.
Yeah. That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah, I mean, that they grabbed his arm and said, "Please come with me, sir."
Yeah.
That's what they did.
That wasn't like the Habib shit, jumping on the fucking stage.
Or like the famous was it Riddick Bowe with the big brawl in the middle of the ring in the boxing fight, the
I don't know.
classic one.
oh, it looks like Khamzat was sitting in the front row to cheer on one of his teammates. After the ref called off the fight, the Swede jumped the rails, making his way towards the cage to protest the stoppage. So that's what happened there.
I tell you, don't ever, I smash you.
Mm.
Don't ever stop fighting, I smash.
I hear. I kill everybody.
I want to kill
You see, he
everybody.
sleep, bro.
Don't you have a texting during the fight?
Yeah.
All right, our dud of the year.
Oh,
Mike's done of the year.
definitely done of the year.
So who you got?
Kevin
These guys
Holland.
look like they could
Alex
beat each other.
Oliveira.
Wait,
in a
is this at
different universe.
170? This is 170.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they could be each other in different universes.
Different countries.
But bad.
News of the bout was first leaked by Holland himself on his OnlyFans page.
What is this?
Didn't know he had one.
Hey
but
man, you gotta let it swing.
Yeah.
You know, put the tallywhacker out there. But
Tallywhacker.
I think this is right in Holland's fucking wheelhouse, right? This is his fight.
He better win this fight.
I'm pretty sure he gets this. This is right up there with the Jacarees and shit like that.
I think it's gonna be a fun fight, but Holland should win.
I'm excited to see what he's at 170. Maybe he does some damage down there. He's a small ass middleweight,
Yeah.
so maybe he can catch up with those guys. Even if the grapplers down there can't throw him around like those guys can, you know. So again, let's see how he does. I think Holland gets this fight done.
I mean, is the Jan and Aljo fight on? It says
He got moved to April.
Yeah, it got moved to April though.
well,
So apparently Jan's not vaccinated.
So
and
this is in March, right? Oops, I messed up now.
Aljo said he was told that it was because Jan's vaccination status couldn't come in the country, and he had to push it back to get it or some shit.
So then there's the Barboza Mitchell fight.
And this is why they made the Masvidal fight a main event, right? Because they took that fight off. So now it's Masvidal and Kobe as the main event. Barboza Mitchell, fucking Bryce Mitchell.
Why is Marina Rodriguez fighting Jan Xiaonan?
Wait, we just need to skip over Bryce Mitchell and his whole duck plucking rant he went on.
Y'all might as well vote for
Y'all
Biden.
might as well vote for Biden if you ain't gonna clean your duck. I mean, if you didn't know what to do with it, just look at some Mark Stewart shit. Fucking Bryce Mitchell, get this thug nasty back in the cage, right? He's going nuts. Talking
Y'all
about
getting up
plucking
at
ducks.
3 a.m. to go hunt and shoot duck and geese, and you don't want to pluck them. You just want to breast them out.
You might as well go vote for Joe Biden. That's what you might as well do.
Y'all lazy. And it's been bothering me, and I need to get it off my chest.
First time in the Venom camo shorts.
Yeah.
Venom camo shorts. I think he gets Barboza. I think he raps the.
If Barboza can keep it up, though, he's going to knock Bryce Mitchell out.
Maybe. You going to knock out a hillbilly?
Bryce Mitchell gets hit.
If he comes all PCP'd up, bro.
Pissed off about them goose and geese and
geese,
ducks.
Yeah. That Arcan Dangerous, right? Wasn't that his album? Arcan Dangerous?
I don't know.
Fucking Arkansas.
I couldn't take it serious.
Oh, man. It was fucking class. He had bars. Oh, he might be coming at Boom.
Now I can't stop
Him and Boom.
talking with a southern accent.
It comes out, you have a couple sips, this starts to come
If
out.
y'all ain't plucking
I think
them
Bryce
geese.
Smith will fucking strangles Edson Barbosa.
Y'all wasted.
Oh wait, Manon's gonna fight Jessica Ai.
Yeah, Manone's gonna fuck her
Oh
up.
man, yeah, that's gonna be that's March.
Tate moves to flyweight. Yeah, we were kind of talking about this last night a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not
UFC
excited about this.
273.
Pena's a teammate of hers or a former team. Are they close or something? But also, she just got beat at bantamweight.
She got beat at bantamweight, and Lauren Murphy felt the wrath of Valentina. It's like, you know what? I'm not gonna go upwards. I'm gonna go down and try
I
to
think
fight
this
people below
might
me.
actually be a decent fight, though.
It should be fun, entertaining. I mean, nothing to write home about. I mean, I
If-
think
if-
Misha will make it more fun than fucking Murphy will.
Yeah. If Tate beats her, how close is she to Valentina? One more fight? She wins 2 at flyweight.
No, I think if she beats her, they give her somebody like fucking Casey
Chukagan?
O'Neal or something like that.
Oh.
And Casey O'Neal beats her, and then she can think of justify.
You think
her
they
title
jump Casey O'Neal up to Misha Tate?
shot. I think they would. I think they want to push that girl.
Mm.
All right,
But
let's,
yeah, it should be a decent fight.
let's keep rolling here.
This is a hard one.
Yeah, I mean this.
I think Dern's size,
So
though.
we're right
Mackenzie
back into the
Dern
fire,
versus
right?
Tisha Torres,
Yeah.
UFC 270. Is this the Aljo Yan
yes,
now?
that's what that is.
I just think Dern's size may be a problem for Torres. Torres got the speed, though, and the volume and shit.
But if Mackenzie can get her fucking hands on fucking
If she
top
gets
of her,
Torres down, she's done. She's going to
Like,
submit her to hell.
she's a fucking magician down there,
Yeah.
and she almost pulled it off against Rodriguez, who's fucking I think much better than Tisha Torres.
Yeah, she's bigger and rangier, better with her distance.
Yeah, and this has more pop on her
Yeah.
shots. I think Dern probably could edge that one out for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a Lauren Murphy Tate, Dern
Mickey
Torres
Gall
back to
versus Mike
back.
Now, who the fuck is those?
Aspen Ladd.
I'll buy that. Let's see. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Aspen. Sabatini, Gavin Tucker should be a fun man. 2 fucking grapplers.
All right, let's keep rolling.
Marcel Dorff doing it big.
I
Chad
saw this,
Mendez
actually.
making bare knuckle
Well, I thought he was
debut.
talking
His-
about
his-
that on Rogan.
He's looking pretty juiced on his Instagram, too. He might be on the salsa
Go
game.
for it. Is it the same card as fucking Julian Lane and Mike Perry?
Mm,
Did they make that one official?
Yeah, that's official.
Oh,
I don't
nice.
see it.
You gonna bang, bro? They gonna bang.
Let me bang, bro.
Let me bang, bro. Let me bang.
Man, 36. Mendez, wow.
That's pretty early retirement, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on Rogan talking about doing bare knuckle though. These motherfuckers, a lot of these guys like his age and older, they fought when there was no fucking money in it. Like they talk shit about fighter pay now. It was even fucking worse back then.
Right.
And they did a lot of they took all that damage and all that shit. Now they don't give a fuck.
Mendez
Okay?
had a lot of talent, too. Who was it that pretty much ended him? Was it Volk? Or no, McGregor, then Volkanovski?
Yeah.
But
Right.
he knocked Volk down a few
Yeah.
times. So
So like you guys, why you have guys like JD? I say fuck it. I'm gonna go fight this boxer. I don't give a shit. I need the fucking money. So that's what these guys are doing here. I mean, should they be able to handle themselves pretty well? It's not like there's like super level boxers inside of bare knuckle.
yeah.
It's more of an MMA type fight anyway.
All right, let's keep rolling here. Oh, did we already talk about
Yeah,
this?
we've talked
Yeah,
about that.
Michelle put
They
it
got
right
pushed
up.
onto the pay per view.
Think he's working on his backflips or what?
He's been fucking working crazy. I was watching this. He's been posting workout videos nonstop lately. He wears the fucking sauna suit the whole time, which is insane to do. Usually people do that in the sauna, but man,
It looks
Yeah.
like he's calling out Nate Diaz too.
he's a gigantic welterweight. He's gigantic. He called out fucking John Jones at one time with the deadlifting, and he's saying he's stronger than him and shit.
So what's going on with Nate? They're not going to make the Nate Poirier fight?
I think they will. I think they're just waiting for a place to put it.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
where's a good card to put it in there? They both those guys probably want to do it. Maybe Dustin just wants to take some time off, chill out for a little bit, and then come back for the summer fight or something like that.
Early
Fight's gonna happen
prediction?
for sure.
Nate
Dustin
Diaz.
Poirier.
Nate Diaz chokes him rear naked. Poirier
That would
can't
be
get
the
away from those
shit.
rear naked chokes 3 in a row.
That would
That
be
would
the
be
shit.
the end of Dustin Poirier.
I mean, he's already talking like he doesn't want to fight
But
anymore
I'm, saying,
sometimes.
but I'm saying, like, Nate Diaz can lose and keep going because Nate Diaz is just like Nate.
Everybody will watch.
Everyone love him.
Yeah.
He's entertaining. Dustin Poirier keeps losing. Like, your whole thing is you're really good. Like,
Yeah.
You can't sell anything.
You don't
else.
necessarily have a schmick.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, I think it'll happen this summer. But yeah, I mean, Pereira's a guy who I always wonder if he got to put those top guys, how he would do, because he's totally skilled. He's fucking gigantic. He likes to fuck around too much.
Yeah. He's
But he hasn't done that as
Capoeira
much
shit.
lately. But he
Yeah.
hasn't done that a lot lately. He'll still style on you. He did have that fucking against Gregor. No, who did he fight? No, Nico.
Nico.
Nico, he did a backflip and kicked him in the head.
Right.
He was on the floor.
Right.
Yeah, he's the type of guy. But he does video game fighting shit. He'll do backflips and crazy Superman punches and all kinds of stuff.
All right, let's keep going.
Gastelman and Imavov.
It's a big step up for Imavov. He looked great in his last fight. Who did he fuck up? He fucked up whoever he fought.
God, who did he fight?
He looked kind of shitty.
Was it Heinisch?
Maybe Heinz, yeah, because he looked kind of shitty against Hawes. Like Hawes just leaned against him, pressed him against the cage. He couldn't really do shit. Looked terrible by the IQ. Then he came back and he fucked up. Was it Heinisch?
I think it was
Wait,
Heinisch.
go down a little bit, Jody. So I can see a picture. No, Shabazian.
Shabazian.
Beat the shit out of. He did beat Heinisch though too. I think he did.
He did beat Heinisch, maybe.
But man, he fucked.
Yeah, Kelvin Gastelman's a big step up, but I don't know, man. I think Gastelman might be heading out.
You wouldn't think about.
I might take.
You wouldn't
Imavov.
think about any Gastelum by decision.
Maybe, but I
Fight
can
goes
see
the distance,
Imavov
probably
keeping
my-
it at range. You know.
Fight goes the distance is probably my favorite bet because Gastelum doesn't get fucking finished.
Yeah.
Gastelum has been in there, one of the best strikers in Izzy, and he stood that for 5 fucking rounds and came at him. He was able to bang with Izzy, so I think he's gonna be able to fucking bang with Imavov.
Well, I mean, Gaslam's 1-5, and
But he's the guys he's been.
But he's fighting like the
Izzy
top
out of
5, top
Sanya's
10.
and
sure.
fucking Robert Whitaker's and shit like that. So he's fighting the best of the fucking best. Imav's, if I'll tell you, if Imavov wins this fight, he's ready. He's up there with the elites.
Yeah.
This is middleweight or this is welter?
It's middleweight.
Middleweight. Yeah, he's right up there with those top 10 guys.
Yeah.
all right, let's keep rolling. I just thought of this. Thought it was
Yeah, gameness. What is that?
gameness. One
For just
championship
fighting?
award fight bonuses for $50K for gameness.
That means it's showing up and fighting.
I
Yeah,
guess.
It's
Isn't
Mike
that-
Fight League shit.
Isn't that a fucking
Who put out
jiu-jitsu brand?
exceptional
Gameness
performances.
is, Sexual performances.
Exceptional.
That's Mike's Fight League, more like it.
Start
We have
whooping
all-
each other in the
we have all
cage.
kinds of shit. But good. Encourage these motherfuckers to fight. Again, I kind of talk about with the stand them up. Maybe standing up might be extreme because of. But man, if you're not fucking pushing to fight, you should not get your whole check.
Yeah.
Like if you're just gonna lay on top of somebody.
That or they should just punish them by not giving them like people ranked higher than where they're at. They should just keep fighting people that are coming up or their level or less. Like, if you're not going to fight, we're not going to give you the top tier.
I mean, this is basically what the judges gave Royval last night. Like he was in that fight.
Yeah, he was
bumping.
fighting. Yeah.
Bontorno looked like he was trying to hang on and just ride out a victory just by sitting on top of somebody because people have done that in the past, right? It has happened. Whereas fucking Royval was trying to fight the whole fight. So I guess it's basically this is definitely Mike Fight League. Right? This is how we get paid. You get paid in gameness. Everybody gets bonuses if you fuck each other up.
Well, I guess that's essentially the fight of night bonus in the UFC.
yeah.
Or performance bonus.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude, what do you think?
Well, you know, they used to have like knockout and submission of the year, right? They didn't want to fucking
Yeah.
promote knockouts anymore because of the whole concussion things. That's why they changed the performance bonuses.
Fuck that. It's UFC.
Exactly.
Well, it looks like we got our next opponent for Kamaru.
So the internet can
Usman.
stop fucking crying.
Yeah.
Leon
Even though
Edwards.
Usman's going to fuck him up.
I mean, Leon Edwards has what on an 8-fight win streak
Something like
with
that.
one no contest or some shit like that. His last loss was Usman a long time ago. Give him his shot. I mean, in the top 5, the welterweight division, the top 5 don't like to fight each other, so it's hard to tell who's the top fucking contender, who should get the next title shot because they all fucking avoid each other. And I'd rather see fucking Leon Edwards than Bilal Muhammad. I'm sorry, Bilal.
For sure.
Like, I wouldn't mind seeing you win because Chicago guy, but I don't like watching your fights. I don't want to see that fight. Definitely not against Usman. Maybe if he gets a rematch against Edwards, might be a little fun or some shit like that. But again, Kamaru Usman, we can write this off. The internet has been crying for Leon Edwards to get a title shot since pre-pandemic. People are begging for this shit. I still want to see the Leon and George fight. 2 pieces of soda. One of my favorite quotes ever. But yeah, let's go. I mean, give me one of those top 5 guys. I mean, Burns always lost. Stephen Thompson should not be in the top 5 anymore.
Yeah, and they're trying to. She saw Sean Brady was calling him out. Like, come on, Sean, don't do that to him.
Yeah,
man.
go for it.
We're trying to get an easy win.
So yeah, I'm good. But have they announced when it is?
No.
Doesn't look like it. So it's
Yeah,
got to
I think-
be.
It's probably either May or June.
Yeah, May is what I'm probably thinking.
Again, they're trying to piece these cards together. Look where they need fights, where they need main events.
All right, let's see here. What do we got? Well, we already talked about changes for UFC 270. I don't think there's anything we really need to touch on that anymore. I don't know what this is. I just saw it. And
What
wanted
is
to
this
pull it
about
up.
the end?
White says healthcare system's reaction to Joe Rogan is disgusting. Doctor, science professor.
Is it about the ivermectin and shit like that?
I have this people talking that's not the fucking narrative that they want to hear, basically. I mean, we all know everything that goes down as far as the pandemic and the whole term misinformation, stuff like that. It really gets fucking ridiculous that we're even have to talk about shit like that. Like the news should just be unbiased for sure. Stop trying to fucking
ivermectin and
wait. I just think it's just
monoclonal.
It's more on like the entertainment value of it. Like the news is losing so much viewers. It's going down so much. They're almost trying to like piggyback off of fucking Joe Rogan's ratings and put his name in shit and fucking try to get them stuff so people can watch their shit. I mean, it is what it is.
We get a lot of celebrities starting to take that route too. Like Russell Brand does it. There's a lot of other ones that are starting to.
I mean, people just talk.
Go that route.
Like right now, I got fucking some whiskey in me, some hits of the fucking vape pen. I'm just fucking talking and saying shit. You say shit on the microphone. Should you fucking go run to the fucking the pharmacy? I need to buy this, and this.
Yeah.
No, but should it fucking be like blown up that he's a public health crisis or shit like that? No, either. It's a fucking dude stoned in a room talking to his fucking friends.
Yeah, they're just keeping conversation open, right?
So I think both sides drastically overreact.
That's like what Sturgill Simpson say in his song. Like everybody knows what's best, but no one knows their place.
Right. Exactly.
It's like we all know what's best for everybody else, but we don't know why the fuck we're here, what we're doing, what the hell's going on.
like the news should be more focused on like why don't people want to listen to you?
Yeah.
Then stop listening to this guy. Don't listen to this guy.
Well, and the news has to take extremes because that's what gets our attention as humans. Like we don't care about stuff in the middle
but
of
the news
things.
should not have to do that. The news
shouldn't
should just
have
be
to, but then it doesn't
the news
relate
should
to-
just be the news. Here's what happened today.
That doesn't feed human
Period.
psychology. Like humans love drama and they want extremes and they want to fucking
It's okay.
know.
We're talking about the entertainment business more than the news business here. But yeah, I mean, this is, of course, Dana White's gonna stick up for Joe. Like they're fucking been together fucking forever.
Imagine if we lived in a world just do whatever you want. That wouldn't be exciting to people. People want to be told they can't do something.
Yeah,
That's where they get fired up. You know.
So I don't watch the news.
Michael Chandler, who do we think his next opponent
So what's going to
should
take
be?
him to swipe right?
Man, I don't know. Michael Chandler, man. Kind of want to give him a little fucking cupcake fight, but I don't think there is any more of those.
Big
for him,
name
right?
on a big card. Ferguson, like who's there to fight?
I mean, Tony Ferguson. I think that might be the one to go for sure. I mean, Tony wants to fight.
Poirier?
But Gregor really wants
Well,
to
he
fight
says
Tony.
he wants to fight McGregor.
McGregor.
That'd be a good one.
He also went back and forth with Ferguson, Tony Ferguson.
Yeah, because he called him Dana White
Ferguson's
privilege.
been out how long now though? 2 years.
Dariush. Fought Dariush
Dariush
last year. Yeah.
Dariush Makachev.
He's the one that came up. Remember Dana White privilege?
Yeah.
That was last year. Yeah, I mean, I would like to see him and fucking Conor, honestly. Let's go.
Yeah. All right.
This is a good one.
Here.
Is it?
Jan and Rakic.
You think
we talk about
Rakic can
this?
get him down? I mean, Glover did.
Yeah, it definitely know that Jan can be taken down and controlled from the top.
Yeah.
We saw Rakic get his brown belt his last fight out. Right?
Yeah.
I don't know why, because pressing against the cage. Gets your
Yeah,
brown
he didn't
belt.
even take him down.
Didn't take him down. Didn't do anything on the floor. But, I mean, Rakic is a point fighter for sure. He control time, grab a hold of you, put you down, press you against the cage, put you in bad positions. Not that fun of a fighter to watch. Versus John, who looked like a world beater all up until he met Glover Teixeira.
Yeah. I mean, but Glover Teixeira is no slouch, man. The guy's pretty good.
A 42-year-old man, though, man, that's not supposed to happen.
Yeah.
Like I know.
Jan himself's what, 38, 39?
He's no spring chicken, but he's got out of the cage with the style bender and beat the shit out of him.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna go fucking fall away apart. But I think Rakic is able to fucking get hold of him and make this a
If
boring
Rakic
fight.
takes him down, it's boring. He wins. But if Jan touches him,
Yeah, Jan's got that. Jan's got the Francis, the Derek Lewis, all that the legendary Polish power. He's got
it's going to
that
be
for
some
sure.
Eastern European violence right here.
Yeah, man. I just want to see Yuri fight. See what I get.
Look out this next call out, probably maybe fight of the year.
Ah,
Yes.
yeah.
You know, I am 100% in for anything Hasbulla.
I thought the UFC was going to work with him to do something. What's that him them doing? He's taking somebody's back?
Of course.
Take
dude,
down
that
and sub.
guy's
We got to watch
fucking-
it.
That guy's fucking takedown game is
Damn, he's taking down a 6-year-old.
That kid's fully at least 8.
6-year-old's twice his size.
Yeah. Logan Paul.
It's like him taking down Jackson.
Hey, man. Fucking Hasbulla's fucking ground game is fucking second to none.
Yeah.
Like, he is fucking like he is Khabib reincarnated, right? He is. What if he is like Khabib's mini-me?
I can see it.
Like, you know how Leo Mini-Me didn't directly
Look
look
at
like
him.
fucking Dr. Evil, kind of resembled him. I think-
Globo Gym. Man.
What-
This ad just keeps playing and playing and playing.
Dude,
But-
Logan Paul should do it.
and then just punt him.
There it is. There it is. There it
Off
is.
the fucking ring. Oh, that kid's at least 9, bro.
Oh, single
Look
leg.
at that single in top. Did not look at that fucking top pressure.
Look at him
Right
taking
the
the
back take.
Oh, the hooks are in.
Oh, he got a high back take though. That's not good.
Oh no.
He can't get his arms around his.
Dude, that kid sucks at jiu-jitsu. I'll tell you that much. Because he should be out of that by now. Look how high up his fucking back take is.
God, Azbullah.
How is like 19?
Yeah.
Dude, I love how he walks all big. He walks big as fuck though.
He walks like Connor.
He's 2'6".
He walks like that.
He's 2'6", but he fucking walks like he's 6'8".
He's got
This kid's gonna go cry now. Oh, the kid won. Why did he win?
Hasbullah's mad. Look at that.
What? That's a fuck. There, you want to see me set off? That Hasbulla got robbed right there in that fucking decision. Hasbulla dominated that fucking fight. Him being naked.
How many punches did you think it would take to knock Hasbullah out from Logan Paul?
Dude, he's swift, man.
3?
He's quick on his feet, dude. I don't know. He might get those fucking knee punches in. You know, those oblique kicks are rough, but you ever hit that fucking oblique hook?
Dude.
Fucking Hasbulla all day.
His fucking got more reach with his big toe, probably, than he does his whole fucking arm. He'll hold him back with an erection.
How dare you?
Look at the forehead.
I think that's some pedophilia, isn't it?
No, he's 19.
Come on, Epstein. Relax, Epstein. You just were just waiting
It's
for
like
him
some
to
Abelphilia.
feel yourself over there with all that shit.
Filling myself with the philia.
Feel yourself with the philia. But I got Hasbulla in 3.
Hasbullah heel hook. That wasn't the rules, bro.
You'd bite him. Hasbulla would bite if you had to.
Well, that just wraps up this week. We will probably be back here in the same spot next week. We got at least 2 or 3 weeks.
The undisputed heavyweight champion.
Jody didn't pay his bills, so we got kicked out.
We're the only space in there that's not. I went in there yesterday to pick up all the material, and all the walls are torn down in there.
Damn.
And then where the old MMA studio was, like
Yeah.
everything's just wide open now. It's nuts when you walk in there.
Jeez.
Yeah, man. I thought you could see they're kind of breaking
To
everything
the end of the
down last
month,
week.
you said?
That's what they said the next 2 weeks, but you know it's construction.
Is it a
might
union
be
job?
6 weeks.
Is it a union job?
Probably not.
See you in spring. That's
Yeah.
the other thing I'm saying.
They're about to milk it.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, we're gonna get you contact again. Undisputed heavyweight champion. We have the biggest champion and the littlest champion, all in one night.
Yeah. Winner faces winner.
And then me and Tony fight to decide who's better, big guys or small guys.
That might be more competitive. I don't know. I hadn't trained in a while.
Yeah,
You might
yeah.
kick my.
Yeah.
You might beat me pretty
I
bad.
question your gas tank right now.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
All right. We'll see you next week.
Later.